Beals here with no nonsense, cause you can't make sense if you don't make sense. A pod with freestyle discussion, poetry and social deconstruction.
Hi, we're live on the air for the No Nonsense podcast number 6 with Big Burn and Beals. Today is October the 24th. Thank you for listening to the podcast of No Nonsense. Sense. Hi, this is Beals, and with your, of course, the wonderful non-host today, Mr.
Big Burn.
We just want to go ahead and start it off with a casual little poem from ancient history. This is ancient Greek history right here. Here, let me start off. A dented white... Fuck! And here we go. A dented dark white exterior, an interior of animal fur. 4x4, carpet wheel drive, dual brake, auto combustion jive. Damn man, that's a sweet whip. Wouldn't mind taking that for a dip. Only wish I knew how to drive. Then all those people would still be alive. You know, with the new advent of electric cars and, the disposal of internal combustion engines, I do ask, I beg the question, Big Burn, when are we going to see an emergence of the electric car?
Here's what I have to say about this, Beals, and I get really infuriated to hear this topic because I think electric cars are a bunch of hippie bullshit. And here's what I think. I think the future is going to be nothing but Ben Affleck's car from Dazed and Confused. He had a sick-ass car in that, and as far as I'm concerned, they're not efficient, but that doesn't matter because they look cool as shit.
Now, let me ask the question, let me beg the question. If I were to get a van about, 38 miles long, and it ran solely on electricity derived from gas, therefore making it an electric car, would you drive it to Nevada?
That's a tough one. I would drive it to Nevada. The answer is yes, and let me tell you why. It's because when you mix the gas that you put in that car in the hair salon, and typically what we see here is most hairstylists prefer that.
Yes,
and
they
so
do.
I
do.
I personally, every single time you drive a car to Nevada, you can get a beach from a hairstylist in Omaha and Nevada, and also some cyclum lace. Then you can make it anywhere you want, and then back again around the world 80 days, 9 times.
9 times. Now, that's very interesting, yeah. That also brings me to wonder, I had visited the same hotel in Nevada, in an undisclosed Las Vegas in city, and so 9 times that I met the same woman in the same bedroom, and I had 9 different strange protrusions emitting from my balls tack.
Yeah?
Testicular ball sack. And I'm just wondering if that has anything to do with gonorrhea?
Well, I would say I wouldn't worry about anything there, Beers. I say that is just paranoia coming from placebo effect of you taking way too many allergy medications. And here's the thing about medicine, is that actually medicine's not important at all. The whole thing is just purported by the liberal media. Bill O'Reilly is now part of the liberal media, came back across the universe, and now what's happening is he started the medical industry back in 1929, and we don't even need it. It's just fear-mongering. And as far as I'm concerned, you don't need medicine at all. Everybody will live until they hit age 85 and then die peacefully in their bed, and no one else has died any other way. There's been no tragedy in the world.
And, well, what I have heard is that there has been some tragedy, and it's all been induced from allergy medicine. And I believe that with the advent of the liberal media really circumcising the whole media conglomerates, we're left with nothing but brainwashing that says, hey, you need to take these pills or else you're not going to be a normal man. And that says something about society today. That says something about the future of this country. And I just want to ask if I stop taking those pills today, am I still going to be up to the standard of regular man?
I mean, I'd say you take one pill, you'll get a huge fucking penis. And here's what I gotta say about you. You're making me think about the political party platform and just the dichotomy of our party system just being split down into two. It really pisses me off. And what I think we need to go here is a multi-party platform. And personally, I think it should be called Mario Party. And Mario Party platforms, politically speaking, are the most prominent political systems in the most rapidly developing countries in the world. And I really think that our system is outdated, and soon this country is going to crumble like Rome because, we don't have the Mario Party system.
I have heard, this is just coming in, that it looks like the Mario Party system is actually lacking not only Mario Tennis, but the electric car. What do you have to say about this controversial fact?
Well, it stresses me out greatly. I mean, what do you think about it?
Well, I think you obviously have to have an electric car to drive, to deliver the game. How else are you ever going to, receive the game?
You can't pick it up because soccer moms will automatically circumcise your circumvention inside that label, inside the same cement block. And I don't know how else people deal with that other than straight road construction inside churches, inside the same paradigm.
Right, so that would prohibit someone to have the video game delivered to promote the Mario Party. Now, let me ask you this. Taking this in from the panel, I see that with the advent of the new party, unification, what would that do to the presidency of the United States? Would we then have to have two presidents to combat what we used to have be one, because we switched from 2 to 1?
Well, let me just preface this statement by what I'm going to say here. The only reason that I support Obama and Woodrow Wilson is that they both were the only presidents to ever educate themselves with the Wall Street game on the original Nintendo Entertainment System. Perhaps one of the most entertaining video games of all time. Not only entertaining, but philosophically, just so stimulating, and education-wise, you cannot receive a better education. So therefore, that's why I only like that. And I already forgot your question, but you can comment on it.
I do believe that that Wall Street is really the way of the future, the Wall Street video game on NES. I think, if more of our political leaders were to practice use of the game, then we would actually see a lot more educational decisions as opposed to just going out on a whim. But yeah, I do believe that 2 presidents occupying the president's household would be more efficient because we would not need to use 2 cars to drive the president anymore. We'd only need 1 car to drive both presidents.
And it could be a bulletproof car, or it could be a corn-on-the-cob-proof car. Either way, I mean, you're going to make the president safe and his vice president here in the same, all in one side the same.
Right, there you are, Ken. So now when we look at the history of the United States, the history of cars and Henry Ford, and now we're seeing the advent of the electric car, things seem to be growing in a unidirectional momentum, which leads me to feel that we need to close out this unidirectional focused podcast number 6 with a wonderful poem by Mr. Big Burn. Big Burn, please take it away.
All right, this one is an original piece that I made on the top of my head right now. Cars are cars. Oh man, they're so political. Cars are cars. Oh man, they sure are pivotal. Now, I go to my house and I take some Tylenol and I go down and sit down with a big old juicy fart. Oh, hit me up with some Adderall. That's the concluding piece today.
Thank you for listening to No Nonsense Podcast. Signing out.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. Hope you got some insight and a few laughs. That's all for now, folks. Yes, goodbye. Till next time, as long as we don't die.